the beginning of April, which means it's time for the new Sheetload of Cards released from Call Me Crafty Owl. Hey guys, it's Beth. Welcome back. Like I said, it is time for the April 2022 Sheetload of Cards that Call Me Crafty Owl puts out each month. And this month is another 6x6 paper special edition, and it's also a fun fold mini slimline. So that is all like interesting even before you get into it. But each month she gives you the sketch as well as the cut list and supply list, everything you need to make a certain number of cards. This month it is 8 cards, and it's a 6x6 edition, and I am, for April, am focusing on my scraps. Like, I have bags of pattern paper scraps and cardstock scraps, and I am focusing on using scraps for as many projects as I can this month. So I just wanted to show you real quick what I did to adapt my scraps to make them work for a 6x6 sketch. So I started out by pulling some sheets of paper from my stash, my scrap stash, and I found some of the larger sheets that I wanted to work with. And they do look pretty ragged and worn because they've been stuck in a plastic bag with a whole bunch of other scraps. But you can see, like, in some cases I'm trimming off an end before I can trim it down even further, but I'm basically just cutting it down to a 6x6 size. So then that way I have the same starting point that Call Me Crafty Owl is having us start with for the sketch. And then once my sheets are cut down to the 6x6 size, I can go ahead and use her cutting guide to cut down my 6x6 pieces into the individual pieces that I need for the cards. So that's what I'm doing here now, just a couple cuts, and each sheet is ready to be used. I love how Alicia makes them like so easy to put together. These are always so fun and quick to do. And then here are the cards I made using those scraps. I'm also trying to use up random embellishments and stickers in my stash, as well as I have a stash of pre-stamped or pre-printed sentiments that are on my desk. I'm trying to work through as much of that this month as well. It's kind of just a mishmash, like just using up all the randomness. So I have 4 cards with the blues. And this is how they open with her sheet load design. I didn't necessarily back all of my sentiments or do the little kind of shadow effect that she had. There are some I use some scrap cardstock behind, and then like on these, I didn't really need the contrast. So here, random sticker with a stitched circle behind it. This one is thank you. This one I did back just because it was a small sentiment. I wanted it to stand out a little bit more. And then this layered flower was in my stash. I had already put it together. It's from a die set that I have that I will link below. It's pretty fun, but I had that in my stash. And then thanks, this time I just used a little flower sticker, and then this is another flower sticker from that same set. And I just decided to keep this one simple. I probably could have backed this hello sentiment to make it stand out since it was so thin and tiny, but I kind of just wanted it to be like a simple card. So these were kind of calm and simple, and then we move into the pink and purple sets, and they are all about bright and color and unicorns, except for this one. This is all from the same unicorn sticker set, which I believe is from Dollar Tree. But this one I just used the cupcake and the balloon for birthday wishes. Thought it needed a little bit something else, and so I added the little gem. And here's how those look. And these I made with the pink and purple together. I just thought they would be fun little girl cards. And so these I made I just sent off my cards for Cubs donations and some cards for hospitalized kids, and they all like kind of the positive, encouraging sentiments, and so I pulled out some of these You're Awesome that I had in my stash and thought they paired well with the unicorn. So I'm kind of thinking that's kind of the lines that I was thinking along when I was making these cards. So, and I'll like kind of hold them for Cards for Cubs for next year, or I can always send them to Cards for Hospitalized Kids. Anyway, this I did You're Awesome. And on this particular one, I did use the little shadow effect that Alicia called for in her sketch. Another unicorn. And these, a lot of times, in a lot of cases, they are layered 3D embellishments. There was foam tape also on the back side, which I pulled off and just glued it flat to my cards. Be Awesome, another unicorn and a gem. And then at You're Awesome, this one had the unicorn with a ice cream cone. So I thought that was fun. So here are my kind of mishmash cards from scraps and randomness in my embellishment bin. This is a collaboration, so please be sure to check out all of the videos linked with the hashtag that will be in the title of my video, as well as in the description box below. Check out all of the other collaborators and see what they made with their Sheetload sketch for this month. Thank you guys so very much for your time, and I hope you all have a very crafty day.